Hey guys, this is Undercover Dudes all the way from Down Under, and today we're going to be looking at the new free-to-play games of 2020. Episode 1 of this series went crazy, so I know you guys want more of this, so make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, as only 15% of you guys are subscribed. So if you want to be the first to know when a new episode has gone live, make sure to subscribe right now. Now starting off this video, let's talk about the biggest free-to-play release of this year so far, and that's Call of Duty Warzone. A free-to-play Battle Royale spin-off from the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Warzone drops 150 players into a huge world where only one player or team can be the victor. It's an extremely similar format to what we've seen before, and Warzone doesn't really reinvent the wheel. Rather, it simplifies the often tedious inventory management and adds a few special elements. Those elements include the cash mechanic that you can use to buy loadouts, self-revives, armor, and more, along with a second chance system where if you die, you verse another player in a 1v1, where the victor is let back into the match. Warzone retains the top tier gameplay and graphical sparkle of Modern Warfare, but opens it up to everyone with the free-to-play format, a choice that will make this game relevant for years to come. Personally, I'm loving Warzone. Solos just got released, the gameplay is fast and frantic, the second chance system and the inventory management is genius, and overall it is a super well-rounded package. If you want to hear more about this in my own first impressions video, make sure to go and subscribe, but with that said, let's go to the second game. Next up, let's talk about the upcoming free game giveaways from Epic Games, who have been giving away 2 games every week for the past year or so, and they're not stopping anytime soon. The ones coming up next week will be available to claim from the 20th to the 27th of March, and they are the Stanley Parable and Watch Dogs, 2 absolutely huge titles. The Stanley Parable is a once-in-a-lifetime gaming experience, where every choice affects the story and leads to some insane moments, and personally it's one of my favourite story-driven games. While in comparison I haven't played Watch Dogs before, the story revolving around a hacker trying to enact revenge seems super interesting, and the gameplay seems really great as well, which is backed up by a ton of high-rated reviews. If there was ever a time to actually log into the Epic launcher, now is the time. And god, it sounds like I'm actually sponsored by these guys, which sadly I'm not. But with that said, I do have a creator code like every YouTuber out there, so use code UCD in the Epic store if you buy V-Bucks or buy games. Getting back on track, let's now talk about a Riot Games title, that being Project A, now known as Valorant. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it as I have many videos covering this game, link in the top right hand corner to my playlist, but a week or so ago Riot dropped a gameplay preview along with the official name announcement, which generated a huge amount of hype. Now in my opinion the game looks really good, but the preview put a lot of emphasis on the abilities, which is something I'm a bit worried about. Now people that have played this game have said that this isn't the case and that the gameplay is more CSGO-like, but we'll have to see when we get a chance to play Valorant, which is happening very soon. While I do play a lot of first-person shooters, one game I do play quite a bit from another genre is Teamfight Tactics, which just released set free on the open beta server. Now for those who haven't played this before, TFT is an auto battler, similar to Dota Underlords or Auto Chess, but with the classic Riot Games spin. It's tactical, fun, and continually changing, with Set Free completely reworking a ton of units and synergies, basically making this a new game. Now on a separate but related note, Teamfight Tactics is also currently in closed beta on the mobile. Now I was lucky enough to get access and honestly it's pretty cool. However, given my phone's less than spectacular specs, it was a bit laggy at times. But hey, if you're a fan of TFT, make sure to go and sign up. Alright guys, let's talk about one of the most hyped free-to-play first-person shooters right now, and that's Diabotical. A spiritual successor to the Quake series, Diabotical has been in development for over 5 years I believe, and the results are pretty amazing. A high-quality arena first-person shooter made by former Quake and esports professionals. Now since the catastrophic release of Quake Champions and the underwhelming amount of effort put into that game, the arena first-person shooter genre has been going downhill. Now Diabotical is an attempt to revive this long-lost genre, and overall it does it pretty damn well. Currently the game is in closed beta, however if you apply for a key it's quick to get one and you can hop in game and try it out. I've personally only played the game a little, but from my brief time, I'm very impressed, and I'll definitely make a dedicated video on Diabotical in the future. While I generally cover upcoming free-to-play games, I had to quickly mention Walking Simulator, a high-quality parody of Death Stranding. Now, if you've never played Death Stranding before, the game is basically about delivering packages on foot in a post-apocalyptic world with a ton of weird stuff in between. And Walking Simulator takes the bare essence of it and then puts it into a free-to-play package. There's honestly not too much to explain. You walk and then you can also drive vehicles and you deliver packages, so yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. And I think it completely embodies the meme of, oh mum, can I have McDonald's? And then your mum says, no, we've got McDonald's at home. This is this compared to Death Stranding, but in a good way. Alright my friends, it can't be a free-to-play games video without me mentioning Krunker.io, a free-to-play browser first-person shooter that I absolutely adore. Now, I make a ton of videos on Krunker.io, so I'll keep this section very short, but over the last couple of months, Krunker.io has gone through a bit of a drought when it comes to updates. We've had basically nothing for the past 2 to 3 months. However, over the past week, the development studio Yendis have gone into overdrive, pumping out updates literally every single day and completely reviving this game in the space of 1 week. The player count has basically doubled, content has been overflowing on Twitch and YouTube, and overall the community is back to a spot where I didn't think it would ever be, because back in the day, Krunker was so damn good and it just kind of tapered off. But now the hype is in action, everybody's playing this game again, and damn, it feels good. Of course, I'm a little bit biased because I really do like this game, but I just wanted to let everybody know that if you played Krunker and then quit because of a lack of content, that content is coming in leaps and bounds. There is a new mode, there is a new map, there is a ton of new skins, and overall, it's just a really good time to be playing Krunker.io again. Okay, so in the last episode of Free Games of 2020, link in the description below and in the top right hand corner by the way if you haven't seen that episode, I went and talked about Quantum League, a new free-to-play first-person shooter. Now, shortly after that video went live, the open beta of Quantum League went live, and of course I had to go and try it out. While I didn't record any footage, I just wanted to quickly talk about my experiences playing this game, and I'll probably do a full first impressions when I get another chance to play it. So the gist of Quantum League is actually pretty simple to get a grasp of. Basically, there are 3 loops, and in the first loop, you move your character like any normal FPS and try to take out your opponent, while also trying to capture an objective in the center of the map. Now, after that loop ends, you rewind back to the start and play a second loop, again controlling your character and so on. But there's a clone that does everything that you did in the first loop. All the movement, all the shooting, it does that. You then finish your second loop, you rewind, you do your third loop, you have 2 clones on your team, it turns into a 6v6, it is completely frantic. Now, the really cool thing is that if you die in one of your loops, you just become desynced, so you can still go move around and shoot, but you won't be doing any damage in that loop. Now, what that means is that in the second or third loop, if you kill the clone that killed you previously, your previous character will stay alive, which opens up some insane mind games and strategies. Now, reading this out, it does sound a little bit confusing, but in practice, Quantum League is very enjoyable and it has a super cool concept, but it is a little bit niche in my opinion. But I'd love to go and try it out more in the future, and I'll definitely be doing a dedicated video. To finish off this video, I just wanted to mention a few games on the free-to-play section on Steam that I thought looked interesting, but I haven't personally played them. Now, the first one is Super Bernie World, which is just Super Mario, but with Bernie, and it looks actually quite decent graphically. It's got that very old school style, and honestly, it's obviously a bit of a meme, but it's got mostly positive reviews, so it seems like people like it, and it's on the top of the new and trending section, so hey, maybe it's worth a look at. The second one is called Isle of You, and basically it's a 3D platformer where you go and command sheep and try to go and bring them back home. Now you might be saying, you City, you play first person shooters, why are you talking about this game? Well, while I haven't played it yet, Isle of You looks like a cute and fun game. It's a 3D platformer with great graphics, and I love platformers. I was a massive fan of Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter back in the day, and I know there's at least one person in this video that might find this game interesting. So with that said, my friends, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to go and smash that like button and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified when a new episode of Free to Play Games comes out. But other than that, it's Undercover Dudes all the way from down under, out.